Hello everyone, my name is Ravi Bardo and I'm back with lecture series on interpretation of Gita through science. Today we are going to focus on the verses in Gita which talks about soul, and we are going to see how the modern knowledge of science can possibly explain the soul as well. So I'm going to read which is verse 18 of chapter 2, and the verse goes like this. Antavantah ime deha nitya sayokata sharirana asino hi premaya tasda yudeswa bharat. What does it mean? So it says that the embodied soul is eternal in existence, and it is indestructible, it is infinite. Only the material body is factually perishable. Therefore, Arjun, fight. So he's talking about the soul here. He's saying that soul is indestructible, it is infinite, and it is eternal in existence, means it's been existing ever since. So eternal means everlasting, and indestructible, and it is infinite. So if you look at this definition, it actually defines soul, but it is very much similar to God definition itself, because God would also have the same features or characteristics as soul is described in this verse. Now let's read next verse. Ye enan beti hantam ye chenyama tahatam ubho to na vijiniti nayam hanti na hanyate. That means anyone who thinks that soul is the slayer, or soul can be slain, is ignorant, means he does not know about soul, because soul can neither kill anybody and nor can be killed. Now let's read the next verse. Na jayate mitrete vakadachi nayam bhuta bhavita va na bhaya ajo nitya shashvatoyan purano na hanyate hanene sharire. That means the soul never takes birth and never dies at any time, nor does it come into existence when the body is created. The soul is birthless, eternal, imperishable, and timeless, and is never destroyed when body is destroyed. So now let's interpret it more actually in depth. So looks like all these three verses, the shlokas, which he described about soul, he's saying that soul is first of all indefinable, it is eternal, and it cannot be either it cannot be created or destroyed. So very much similar to energy. Now let's talk about the universe, for example. The universe is made up of matter, which is about 5%. Then we also have dark matter, which is about 23%. And we have dark energy, which is about 72%. The 5% matter is measurable, of which all the planetary systems, all the stars, all the galaxies, including us, is made up of. That means that part is measurable. Also in the universe, we also see that there is energy, where Einstein's theory fits well. That means E is equal to mc squared. Matter can create energy, and energy can create matter. But this type of matter is only 5%. But the main constituent of this universe is not matter which we are made up of. That matter is dark matter and dark energy. Dark energy is, for instance, 72%. So that means most of the universe is made up of dark energy. But now if you look carefully, dark energy is not measurable. Dark energy we cannot see. Same way dark matter is not measurable, and dark matter we cannot see. So this actually fits very well with the definition of soul itself, because soul is also not measurable. That means it is energy, but it is not the type of energy which we deal with in this universe mostly, which is measurable. For example, we can measure energy in kelvins, we can measure energy in kilowatts. It looks like the soul is not made up of this type of energy. The soul is fitting most likely into dark energy category, which is immeasurable, which is indefinable, which is existing, but we can't see it and we can't measure it. And same way dark matter, which is existing, but we cannot define it We can't see it. The definition of soul is more likely fitting into this category. Now, one of the shlok in Gita also talks about God, and he talks about that I'm pervading throughout this universe. I'm passing through everything within this universe. Every atom you can think of, I'm passing through this. So if you look at the definition of God, it is also very much similar to, not only similar to the soul, but he's saying I'm passing through. But when you look at the dark matter, for example, it can also pass through, and it is passing through every atom. Like right now, dark matter is passing through my body, and the same thing is with dark energy. So that means there are forces of nature which are not measurable, but it doesn't mean that they are not existing. We have good examples of dark matter and dark energy, for instance. So in my view, the definition of soul actually fits well with dark energy, and dark matter side of the things, rather than the energy we see, we are able to measure, for example, with our scientific instruments. And this is one reason that we can't see this energy or this power which is passing through our bodies. And the definition of God and actually soul is very much same. So in my view, there is something which our human brain is not able to comprehend, but the super consciousness we talk about would include everything. That is singularity, which means the matter you see, the 5% matter you see, but also the dark matter and dark energy, everything together is making consciousness. And our bodies, the physical body, is nothing but matter itself. It's more like, the life is more like a chemical reaction, basically, and it's producing energy within our body. Most of the important thing which is happening is that we are eating food, for example, but that food is being converted by our cells into energy, which is used to do different functions for our survival. But there's another type of energy which is invisible, and that energy is dark energy. There's another type of matter which is invisible as well, which is dark matter. So you have to look at it as a collective, holistic view, and then you will see the nature itself is God itself, but it is actually all pervading, and there is no birth or death happening in totality, because everything, every constituent of this universe stays the same, no matter if we are alive or dead. Thank you for watching.